Welcome back. This is Notepad. We're of course enjoying the Lunar New Year, the Chinese New Year, and we're continuing on our conversation with some of our friends in the business world. Joining us for this particular section is of course Jeffrey Lai. Jeff, of course, is the Senior Product Manager at Acer Malaysia. Kong Si Fa Chai, Jeffrey.
恭喜发财，恭喜发财。
Uh, I know it's been a very weird year for 2020, and I think 2021 is going to be less weird, but more of the same of 2020, if you ask me. But what are you looking at for this year, particularly when we celebrate New Year? We're trying to bring more festivities, more happiness into the year. What would be some of the ideas that you're looking at for this year?
Well, definitely, it has been, like you mentioned, a tough year for 2020, and moving forward to this Chinese New Year, one of the few things that Acer is trying to help Malaysians in this current situation, where I think most of our time will be spending at home, working from home, learning from home, and etc. It's almost a routine nowadays. Now we hope to have sufficient products with, of course, different price points to suit the different needs of the customers in Malaysia. As you can see, technology can help bring families together throughout these tough times. And of course, where most of us are not able to travel to meet our family and friends as usual. Of course, lastly, and the most important thing that I would like to wish is for everyone that we can overcome these challenges and recover from this impact of the pandemic. And we hope that our children can go out and play without any worries, and adults can go to work, meet face to face with all our friends, colleagues, and families. In due time.
That's very important. My kids are literally watching other kids play out in the field right in front of our house. And then one day, they said, I really want to go out and play. So I let my son out to play. Immediately he comes back, the next day he's having some cough. And as a parent, you get so weirded out, like, oh my God, is this COVID? Is this something serious? Turns out that it went away after one day. But, that's the risk that we're thinking of right now. And all of us are indeed working from home and trying to keep each other safe, but, try to be productive at the same time. Which brings about that whole idea of what Acer Malaysia is trying to do. You guys are trying to push forward the idea of greater productivity, working from home. If people want to think about some of the Acer products, what would be some of the things that you want to think about, we want to share so that they can think about the products that you guys are trying to push forward?
Well, definitely new devices with better technology, devices that our children use in our classroom nowadays. For us, we use these kind of tools and technologies to earn a living, and definitely for entertainment as well, especially for Acer and Predator in the gaming arena, the industry as well. We are bringing in more of these new devices that can bridge the technology gap and help improve productivity to enhance entertainment at the same time. So Acer customers can, of course, definitely expect a whole range of new devices coming in 2021 to Malaysia really, really soon, especially, as I mentioned, a gaming device. We look into this 2021 and we find that there are a lot of new things that people are looking forward to, and definitely we brought a lot of our offline events to online, and as early as May last year, so that we can continue to innovate our products and interact with customers. And at the same time, we are currently in the midst of planning for more and more events to show our Acer customers that we are providing them with a lot of rewards and activities and brand new products coming soon.
I think it's also important for us to understand how businesses like yourselves are working throughout this pandemic. You've had 1 year of trying to work with your supply chain, supply managers, try to work with logistic companies. I just want to understand how easy or difficult it has been for a company like yours trying to move goods from one place to another during this pandemic. Do you think that at least this year is going to be a little bit better than last year in terms of how you move your goods and services?
Well, as the pandemic continued to rage on throughout the world, we believe that the supply is definitely much lesser than the demands, which is continuing to spike as more and more people are studying from home and working from home. But we are definitely working very, very hard to bring as many products and devices across the entire world wherever we can get, and then whichever supply that we can get to bring in the best product for all our customers in Malaysia. We definitely are looking into improving the supply, but that will take some time. And in the meantime, we are still facing shortages throughout this period. But of course, we would be more than happy to share to everyone once we have a brand new products supply that will be reaching the store on our Acer authorized dealers nearby each and every one of you.
Final question, Jeff. I just want to understand what your predictions are going to be like for this year. How do you think this year will pan out for everyone? Not just for Acer, not just for the business of tech, but of course, in general, Malaysia in general.
So I think in Malaysia in general, as you can see, the people are of course spending more and more around Malaysia, which is sort of a good way, and also it really helps our economy as well. But in this situation, I would like to ensure, I would like to hope that everyone will stay safe. At the same time, of course, help improve the economy and spend more around Malaysia, right? Wherever you are, and of course, do a lot of thrifty spending around, and yeah, stay safe, stay safe.
Exactly. Thank you very much, Jeff. Again, happy Chinese New Year to you and your family. May this year be a very fruitful one for you. I think we really want to make sure that every single Malaysians out there are actually enjoying the Chinese New Year as the best of our capabilities. One thing before we end this show, I just want to kind of reminisce about how we used to be celebrating our New Year's. We have Yisang at some place, at some restaurant, some office or hotel or whatever. Last night we were celebrating it on Zoom, and that's and we can still have fun online. That's the most important thing, and everybody's actually trying to be happy at the same time. So that's good. So I think the new normal will be the normal right now. I think that's the main agenda that we want to push forward here. So again, everybody stay safe. That was Jeffrey Lai, the Senior Product Manager of Acer Malaysia. That wraps up our very special Chinese New Year episode. We'll be going off for a break for a few days, and when we come back, we'll have a host of new guests on this show. But until then, Kong Si Fa Chai and goodbye.